Hey there folks, how's it going? Today we're going to take a look at one of your recipes that was posted in the comment section. California shepherd's pie. It's got butternut squash, it's got sweet potato mash. Fantastic iteration on the classic cottage pie that we all know and love. Or is it just a ChatGPT fever dream? We're going to try it, stay tuned, let's get into it. Okay, so according to the recipe, the first thing we need to do is prepare the sweet potato topping. It says begin by boiling the sweet potatoes in a large pot of salted water until fork tender, 15 to 20 minutes. It doesn't say whether or not they should be peeled. They probably should. So I'll peel them, I'm going to chop them into chunks. This is about 2 pounds, as specified in the recipe, so it's about 1 kilo of sweet potatoes chopped and cubed. I'm going to season these like I would for regular potatoes because otherwise they'll be unseasoned. And then I'm going to start them in cold water, get them on a boil until they're fork tender. Plenty of salt. Don't be a salt miser. Okay, let's get on with the filling. We've got butternut squash, kale, red onions, fresh ginger, cumin, paprika, cinnamon, large skillet over a medium heat. I'm just going to use a large pan. Diced red onion, saute until translucent, garlic and ginger, butternut squash and chopped kale. I'm going to do a bit of a mise en place, get that stuff ready first. We need a cup of this first. Let's get on that. I don't know, maybe 3/4. I don't know how big a chunk you would want in a California Sheppy's pie. He who hesitates is lost. That seems reasonable. Come on to the 2 cups line, which obviously is cubes, so there's a lot of wasted space. So it's probably a cup. Precision. Onions, that's next. Let's move on to the garlic. Find 2 good sized ones, that's nice. How much ginger do we actually? A tablespoon. While that's all been going on, these have had 15 minutes. So let's pull these off the heat. And then after that we mash them with softened cream cheese, coconut milk, lime zest, salt and pepper. 4 ounces of cream cheese, which equates to just over 100 grams. So that will be about 2/3 of this pack, which I think it seems a lot, but 1/4 cup of coconut milk. And the zest of a lime. No seasoning in this, which worries me a little bit, but we can season it at the end, that's fine. Every once in a while, you guys, because you're awesome, will send me a recipe. Some of them are slightly weird. This video's recipe comes from Angela Gomez 3333, who posted her recipe down in the comments. Angela writes, Angela's California Sheppy's Pie, original recipe by Angela Gomez, who created Mexican Shepherd's Pie, BTW, yes I created that! Mash, let's see how it tastes. It's very bland. There is no seasoning other than the seasoning we put in the water, so I'll fix that. Other than that, it's not bad. It's sweet. I get it. You don't at me. But okay, I mean, it seems fine. The lime comes through. The cream cheese seems lost. Okay, that's better. It's got some flavour. Everything comes through a bit better. Fine. That's the topping sorted. The garlic and the ginger have just gone in with the kale and the butternut squash. The garlic and ginger went in for about a minute. Just stirred that through, let it sweat, and then the kale and the butternut squash have now gone in. They're going to take another, it says 5 minutes on the recipe. I suspect it might be a little bit longer, but we'll see how they do. These have been going for a little more than 5 minutes. It smells quite good. So we need to move these over to a bowl. Veggies, topping to get on with the meat, bring that filling together, and I think we'll be good. 1/2 pound of ground beef, specified in the recipe. 1/2 pound of Italian sausage. That's kind of hard to find. What I do have is these Italian style sausages, so I'm just going to unzip them and use the meat from them. Not going to lie, that took a while. We will get these browning. High heat for this. A little bit of seasoning, not too much because the sausages have probably got quite a bit going on in there. Break all of this up. If you want, get your masher on the case and just run through, make sure all of this is really nicely broken up. According to the recipe, we're not going to be letting this cook for very long, so it's not going to get time to break down on its own. And make sure it's really well broken up at this stage, and then just let it brown. Okay, so this is now quite nicely browned. Drained off a little bit of the grease, as it mentions in the recipe. the beef was quite low fat, but the sausage has got a fair bit in it. So I did drain off some, but not all of it. Now we need spices. So we've got cinnamon, which seemed weird to me, but okay. We've got cumin. Great, love cumin. Not usually in a cottage pie or a shepherd's pie. And smoked paprika. So it's a teaspoon each. Smoked paprika goes in. It smells great already. I love smoked paprika. Cumin, 1 teaspoon of that. Cinnamon. Veggies need to go back in. And then half a cup of beef broth, which is stock here in the UK. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Was it half a cup? Let me double check that. It was half a cup. It doesn't seem like enough, but let's do a little bit more. You don't want it to be wet, and it's not going to cook for very long, so okay. I mean that seems fine, I guess. Okay, this needs to now go back on the heat. The recipe says 5 minutes. We'll see how it's looking, and then we'll construct it. So just while that cooks, what do you think? Are you in California? Does this seem like something that fits with maybe a British Californian fusion? Is that even a thing? Let me know down in the comments. And this is the first of a series in which I'm going to be trying out viewers' recipes. So if you've got a recipe or you've got something that you'd like to see tried on the channel, pop it in the comments. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and we'll get to it as soon as we can. Right, this has been cooking for another 5 minutes and then a little bit more. I just left it to go because it seemed like it needed it. So I've left it a little bit longer than the 5 minutes specified in the recipe. It is now done. So let's get this thing built. Have a look. There it is. There's the filling. About to put the potatoes on top of that. Just gonna fork this on in my usual style. Just gently spread it out. Under the grill on high heat, because it's the grill, for about 5 minutes or until golden brown on top. So let's get it in and then let's get it tried. I'm actually kind of looking forward to this one. Okay folks, so that's all done and I'm joined by cottage pie connoisseur. This is May Bamford, so welcome back to the channel. Angela Gomez 3333's California Sheppy's pie. It was posted in the comments. First impressions, what are your thoughts?
Why is the mash orange?
It's sweet potato mash, butternut squash, Italian sausage in there, there's kale. Shall we dive in?
Yeah.
Let's dive in.
I'm not hating the mash. I mean, it's alright with the meat, but I'm not a massive fan of it on its own.
A little bit sweet.
It is a sweet potato mash.
I'm not a butternut squash fan. I'm not a sweet potato fan.
I don't think I've had any of the butternut squash.
In my opinion, squashes are not food. Argue with me in the comments. It's just not really bringing anything to the party in my opinion.
I can't hate it, but I can prefer.
High praise indeed, ladies and gentlemen. I expect to hate it.
Yeah, me too. I definitely prefer normal mash.
Yeah.
As the mash expert as well. Definitely mash.
There's a lot of stuff that's in here that's just not really...
Doesn't belong.
Doesn't belong or isn't pulling its weight, you know?
Yeah. I'm not a massive fan of the meat.
The $1 million question. Keep the recipe as it is. Try and work on it and improve it a little bit. Or throw the whole thing in the bin.
I think this has got potential.
Potential, there we go. It's an improved, folks. That's Angela Gomez 3333, I don't know how many threes it is. California Shepherd's pie. We've tried it. We don't actually think it's too bad. If you want to see your recipe, don't forget, post it down in the comments. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss when we do film it. And we'll catch you on the next one.